What up, YouTube? How is everyone? Sorry. Hopefully good. Happy Friday. Woohoo! Sounds like I'm excited. I definitely am. I am here today with a tarot reading. It is going to be focused on love. It's a love reading. I am using my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And I have pulled the cards, so I will move you this way so you can see them. And so you don't have to look at my face the whole time. And let me pull it up for you. The first card I pulled here is Sacrifice. I'll hold it up, which is a beautiful card. What I get from this card is that it's to achieve the love and maybe the relationship that we're striving for or that we're in. We need to be able to sacrifice the things that are no longer serving us, that might be getting in the way of you obtaining this love, of having a healthy relationship, maybe the bad habits we have that maybe you don't want to bring into the new relationship. Sometimes it could be people. Maybe there's people that say that you are focused on one person. You know that this person's your person and you want to be with them, but your friends and family are like, no, they're not good enough, or no, that just isn't going to work, or whatever. Maybe it's time to cut them out too, because they obviously are not focusing on what will make you happy. And as long as you're happy, they should be happy for you. You're an adult. You're allowed to choose who you want to be with and who you don't, because you know what will make you happy. I mean, nobody should be telling you what to do. The first thing is sacrifice, and I do believe that. The second card I pulled is Hope. And to me, with this card, for one thing, it's the wish card in the traditional tarot deck, which means that you have made a wish regarding love, and that wish is going to be granted. So you have done you are working towards what is going to make this love come together, or the love that you already have, and it's going to make it healthier and keep you together. So it also tells me to obviously have faith and hope, and when you do, you'll have success, because we all need to have faith and hope, and maybe healing also. Maybe heal from your past relationship or anything that's brought pain to you before you go into this next relationship. But don't use it as an excuse to keep putting off, committing to someone, or to having the nerve to ask somebody out, or to turn your focus merely on that person. Because I know that some people, they're afraid of commitment. They don't like commitment, or they get busy with their friends and stuff. And don't think that because you received the Hope card that it's guaranteed that the other person is going to just wait around forever, or they're going to accept that you haven't healed from your last relationship, or whatever the case is. So just be aware of that. So the next card I pulled is Triumph. And this card represents to me like your soul is like nudging you to move forward, to focus on the goals that you've set, to like if you see him, he's like writing, he's really serious, and he looks like he's just like determined. So be determined. And when you do, you will be able to manifest whatever you are striving for, whatever he is writing towards, that he will be able to triumph it, because he'll manifest everything, because he'll stay in balance. He'll have his inner he'll turn inside, like turn towards his inner confidence, inner beliefs, inner strength, all that stuff. And as he's moving forward, as he's riding towards his love, he'll be manifesting it. And by the time he reaches that person, he will definitely have triumph. That's what I'm getting from the card. So The next one is, which I thought was kind of strange, is heartache and loss. But I did spend some time thinking about it. And I believe what it's telling us is that if we don't sacrifice the things we need to sacrifice, if we don't have the hope and faith in what we're trying to obtain and our goal is, that we will not triumph. And this is where we'll be at. Disappointment, sorrow, just feeling down and out because we will not obtain the love that we are needing and wanting, or that we desire. So it is telling us to make sure that you pay attention to the first cards, and sacrifice and all that you have to do to actually have that healthy loving relationship. It doesn't just come to us all without any sacrifice, or without having to achieve it, and or strive towards it, or put an equal give and take into it, because that will not, you might triumph and get the person, but without that stuff, and without thinking that you have to do anything to obtain this relationship, and to keep it healthy and happy and passionate and whatever, you will this is where this will be the end. This will be the end result. And that's even if you can even obtain this person, that you can even get this person to want to be with you, or what I mean, or to see that you are serious about having a loving, healthy relationship. So if you do all those, then we come to spiritual union. And this card, to me, it's like they're mirroring each other, so it's more than likely a twin flame. This is like emotional bond, like when you meet that person that you have that connection to, that you have an emotional bond with, that is your person, that you might not know why, because if you don't know anything about say twin flames or anything like that, it might be kind of confusing, because it's like a magnet, you're being pulled towards each other. You instantly have this bond that you can't explain. You constantly think about each other, fantasize about each other. You want this person, but you just cannot grasp what it is about this person that makes you want them so bad. And you can definitely, twin flames can definitely come together. It's a journey that teaches you a lot. It teaches you about emotional bonds, and that you can't always have what you want, or you have to make changes in your life that will help you achieve maybe the relationship with this person. It also is a mirroring type effect, and more than likely what you're feeling is exactly what they're feeling, and it's almost like what you're going through they have gone through, or they are going through. I mean, it's really weird. It's like your lives have mirrored each other forever. I mean, it's crazy. Things that happened to you as a child more than likely happened to this person as a child, and it's just you're connected, and you signed a contract to be together in this lifetime. So, like I said, if you went through each step of what I just presented and told you about, and you get to the spiritual union, and you're ready, and you've worked on all the stuff that you need to work through, you are serious about having a committed, healthy relationship. And that could be, this doesn't always have to be with just romantic. It could be in family, it could be in friends, it could be in a particular situation. It could be kinder souls. It depends on where you're at in your life. And then, so after this, which I think is really cool. The last card I pulled, well, it's not the last, but through this part, is Love Begins. And in traditional tarot, this is the Ace of Cups. This is where your cup is, overflowing with the love and emotions and all that love, all that good, gushy stuff that gives you butterflies, and you're just can't be apart, and you're just, oh, that awesome feeling that you get when you find the person that you want to be with, and you fall in love, and the happiness just overwhelms you. So I think that this was a pretty cool step by step, like, it was explaining to us what we need to do to achieve this Love Begins card, to achieve the Ace of Cups. And I'll go over it again. So it's telling us that we need to sacrifice whatever it is that we need to. Then we need to have faith and hope and know that we deserve this love and that this love is coming to us because our wish has been granted. Then it goes to triumph, and it's telling us that we have to work hard and we have to, really not concentrate, but we really have to strive for what we want, in which what we want is this love begins. So if you can see, he is determined, and he or she or whomever is determined to do whatever it takes to manifest this love. And if we don't do those first, steps or things, we will end up with heartache and loss. So it's, telling us how important it is. Then we come into spiritual union, and not everyone's going to be a twin flame. This is just, when two people come together, and then the ending result is love begins. So I think that is just a beautiful, beautiful reading. The last two cards I pulled, well, they were actually the first cards I pulled, but I saved them for last because I just wanted to kind of tell you the story of how we are going to achieve this love begins. And I pulled the crown chakra and the sacral chakra. And the crown chakra, the color, like the key facts are, the color is violet, the element's thought, and the key word is I know. And the crown chakra is located at on the top of your head. It is the chakra that is it centers our link, is the center of our link, with the universe and your higher consciousness. It is our connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. And to balance the chakra, meditation, breathe work, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture helps, and color therapy. And then if you keep this chakra open and cleansed, it can tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. So that's really cool too. And that's, I assume we all, I know I'm like that. The more wisdom I have in my life, it just is, the more experience, the more knowledge, it's just really, I think it's an important thing to definitely want to have way more wisdom, because I don't think we could ever have enough. And then, of course, the sacral chakra, the color's orange, the element's water, and the glands are testicles and ovaries. And the key word is I want. It is located 2 fingers below the navel and relates to your emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. And to keep this chakra open, clear and open, and the energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower body, I guess. Use color meditation and practice yoga. And then it's really important to keep this open to express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember that you matter. You do matter. And in everything that you do in your life, in every situation, no matter what, that you matter. So we need to remember that, because I think that some of us kind of get lost, and we're made to feel like we don't matter, and we matter. We're just as important as the person that we're in love with, or we're with, or we're trying to be with, or whatever it is in your life. You just need to remember that you matter, and your needs and your wants and your desires are all important, and no one should tell you that they're not. No one should make you feel like they're not, because they are, and that will help you achieve the love that you need to fulfill yourself and to make you happy. So, well, that was my reading for today. I have one more video that I'm going to do a little bit later. My daughter's already going to be home from school, which is crazy. And she has a friend coming to stay the night because, of course, it's Friday. So, and I am going to probably do that tonight. Maybe pillow talk with Sunny. Maybe not, though. Maybe they might go do something so I can do it out here. But if not, then I'll just do it in there. And the video is going to be on like medical conditions or like dysfunctions of women that cannot achieve the goal. Well, not goal. Well, yeah, I guess it is a goal. I mean, I don't know if I put it exact words, but of having an orgasm, like having an orgasm through masturbation, an orgasm during sex. They just have never had one. They cannot seem to have one. So they've gone and been, they've gone and seen their doctors. And if they haven't, then hopefully after my video, they will, to see why they can't achieve it and, so on. There's a couple different reasons why that happens. And then also it gives you, I'll give you a couple tips on how to help you achieve an orgasm if you have trouble, how to do it with your partner or by yourself. So, but I think it's a really important topic. Some people might be like, oh my gosh, what is she, Dr. Ruth? No, I'm not Dr. Ruth. By far. But I just want to, on this channel, produce and talk about, all the aspects of life. I mean, from, every video is different. So, and I think that kind of keeps it exciting. I don't have very many subscribers, but you know what? I think I am up to 13 now. And those 13 people that have subscribed, at least, if I reach one of them with what I'm saying, and that's all that matters. I mean, even if I only had one, I'd be grateful. I'm grateful for everything in my life. Very grateful. So I'm very grateful for you all. And I want to say thank you for stopping in. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, please do. My videos definitely get better as, each one of them comes. My first ones were like horrifying, but that's okay. We all have to learn and we all have to experience, new things and how we get comfortable doing it. And I know that I definitely was meant to be where I'm at right now, because I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience in a lot of different things in life, and I'm definitely one that's not afraid to discuss them or talk about them, even if it's, I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus or anything like that, but if I have to, I wouldn't mention names, but like the corruption that I feel that has, caused me harm and the people around me and still is, I'm definitely not afraid to point that out and discuss it and hopefully make it right. That's what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to make our society a much more loving, unconditional love type of place for us all to live, for our children to grow up in. And, right now this world's so far full of darkness and greed and lust and, everything's just so backwards that it's, the universe is like tapping on my shoulder going like, you need to speak out. You need to, talk about these things. So that's what I'm doing. I am very connected with the divine. I don't know if I've ever said that before. I am psychic. I have, I have many, gifts that I've been blessed with. I will, gradually start showing those. I'm still, I don't think my journey will ever be over. My awakening, I don't think it will ever end. But as it goes on, I feel more comfortable. I feel more confident with my gifts, and I'm understanding them a lot better because it took me a long time to understand them. But so I will definitely share. I'm going to, once I get more comfortable and I'm not stumbling on my words and all that good stuff, I'm going to start doing live videos to where I will be giving like readings. We'll channel in deceased loved ones. We will, I'll use my pendulum. Matter of fact, I was going to do a whole video on that, but since I am talking away and I have time, I'm going to show you, and this pendulum's old, so please forgive me. Because I have a ton of them. But my guide that is my number one, you have many of guides, but the one that is always with me and helps me through everything is actually my ex-husband and my daughter's dad. His name's Josh, and he gets sick of me. Do you get sick of me? Yeah, that means yes. And he told me last night that he wants to kind of show off is what it is. So that is yes. You get sick of okay. So let's show him real quick. We'll do it real quick, and then I'll do a whole video on this. But I want to do it real quick. So show him yes, please. Oh wait, you can't see my arm. And I'm sorry, I will shake because my arm gets tired. Can you show him yes? Thank you. That's how yes is to me. We don't go buy a book. We don't do any of that stuff. Can you show him no? He's going slow because he wants you to be able to see. And I'm sorry if my arm's shaking because it does. No. Can you show him maybe? Circle maybe. Can you show him I love you more than the whole world? Usually it goes faster. And can you show him when something isn't right? I think we went over that, didn't we? Yeah. Like danger. Can you show him danger? Can you show him what you do when you're happy? Can you show him what it feels like when I'm sad? He gets mad. Yeah, look at. He does not like people. Ooh, look at him go. He does not like when people hurt me because I've been hurt a lot in my life and people have done bad things to me in my life. And it makes him look at him. How does the universe feel about it? Ooh. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay, you can stop now. Now, can you just totally stop for me? Can you stop it all the way? Very cool, huh? Thank you, Joshy. Love you. Gotta let him say I love you too. So, that shows, I mean, unless I was moving my arm, which I wasn't. I mean, I couldn't stop it, like, with my arm. So, but he makes me happy. I just love him to death. If it wasn't for him, I don't know. I went through some rough times, and I still am. But I'm getting better, and I'm, the light's shining upon me, and so life's good. Well, anyways, I just kind of wanted to touch base with all that stuff. I hope that you watched this to the end so you could see him show off, because he loves to show off. He wants to make sure that you guys all know he's here. And that's all I have. So have a great rest of your day, evening. Don't drink and drive. If you're out hooping it up or whatever, make sure you call for a ride or a taxi. If you're in the town I'm in, then please look me up on Facebook. I'll come give you a ride home. I don't mind. And just do something kind for somebody. Please, help your neighbor. Make them a casserole or something and take it over to them. Or, if they need their sidewalk shoveled, just take that, hour out of your day to help somebody. Because in a world that seems to not want to do anything for anyone except themselves, is not where we're supposed to be at. And the universe is really wanting us to get back to our loving, unconditionally, friendly, not selfish, not greedy, not lustful ways. He wants us to be, love, do everything with unconditional love in our hearts. He doesn't expect us to be perfect, because I'm a prime example of that. I mean, I'm far from perfect. I have a mouth like a sailor. I've done some bad things in my life, and, I still, nobody's perfect. So I want, when I talk about that stuff, I want to, because I live in the dark and the light. They like fight over me. They're like wanting me to be over here and here. So I have to really be aware of that, and I have to be honest about that to whom I'm speaking to, and I am. I'm not afraid to talk about anything. And I want people to know that the higher above, the universe, God, does not expect us to be, these perfect people that don't cuss and don't swear and don't have sex. And that's not who, he didn't put us here to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. And he doesn't expect anybody to do that. What he does expect is that no matter what you're doing in your life, you do it with unconditional love. You don't allow life to make you hard. You don't allow life to make you cruel or seek revenge or, do bad things to people and get angry and, and become this horrible person. Yes, bad things happen to us. Bad things have happened to me and still do. But the difference is that I have not made me like those situations and those people have not turned me into people like them. I don't seek revenge. I don't believe in hate. I forgive everyone. I mean, no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how bad somebody hurt me, I always forgive them because that's what we're supposed to do. And I do it for myself. I mean, and I don't care what, people say, she's stuck on herself. Oh my God, she just thinks she's the greatest and whatever the fuck else they say about me, which I don't care. I do have self-love because I know what I deserve and I don't, and I respect myself because when I didn't, people like destroyed my whole life. People harmed me. People, they spread lies and rumors about me. So now I'm like, you instead of you trying to get a glimpse into my life and then go tell everybody, I'll fucking tell you. I mean, I don't have a problem. Ask me and I'll tell you. And I'll be honest 1000%. So, I mean, and that's probably why maybe that I'm so connected to the divine and that they are wanting me to be the one that, well, and there's many of people like me. We're light workers. We're supposed to talk. We're supposed to be doing what I'm doing because that's what they, that's our purpose in life. Our purpose, and then help people and to let people know that, you can make mistakes in your life. They can be bad. They can be, you could have addictions. I my whole life's been one addiction. I mean, I had a rough childhood and, and life never got too much easier until now, until I finally, took a look at what I needed and until I really, honest to God, brought the universe and, the higher above into my life. I'm not one to preach God. I'm not one to, I don't believe in religion. I think religion this is my opinion. We were never meant to go anywhere to worship God besides in our own, surroundings, if you're on the shitter, I mean, and that's no disgrace and no, nothing to, to be not to, I don't know how to say it, not to be oh gosh, like, not to disrespect God, that's what I'm trying to say, but I can't seem to get it out, not to disrespect him whatsoever, and he knows that. But, I mean, if I have a problem, I'm having a bad day, and I'm on, wherever I'm at, I'm going to pray to him. Or and I don't really pray, I just talk to him. I'm like, and I say fuck, and I say shit, and, he knew who I was going to be. He knew what I was going to stand for and in everything before anybody even knew. Or, anyone around me, myself, he made me this way. And there's a reason why he made me this way. And he loves me unconditionally, no matter if I say cuss words or if I drink or if I've done drugs or, on and on and on. I don't say that, does he accept all that? Well, no, because he knows it's harming you as a human, as a soul. I'm not going to say human, as a soul, because I believe that we're all souls in physical bodies. But he also isn't going to freaking send you to hell because no matter what, if say somebody has an addiction, this is an example. I'm not saying that I do or, like, I don't want people to perceive this wrong. But if you have an addiction and that addiction is with you every day, you're doing it every day. Well, most people are like, you're going to be shot down by whomever. Of course, somebody's here. But that's not true. If you are doing everything with the unconditional love in your heart and you're not harming anyone, then he's not going to, throw the book at you. He wants you to learn from it and make it better. But, okay, well, anyways, I'm going to go because I have somebody at my door. So much peace and love. Thanks.